Hey there, new video alert. Welcome to a new video on a magic trick. Oh boy, today I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a self-working card trick that you could show to the boys at the bar. You could get all of daddy's cummies with this self-working card trick. It won't bring him back permanently though, but at least you'll be the life of the party. At least you'll be the life of the party with this trick. So let's just get into the intro and jump right to it. This episode is sponsored by the Pig Cake Magic Academy. $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card, coin stuff. Over 4 to 5, I would say 600 videos already, including all the piggybacker tutorials. So check it out. The link is going to be in the description below. You're going to be able to check it out and actually be legitimately the life of the party. Oh boy. Just can't wait for you to show all those tricks to all those people at that party. So this trick doesn't use a full deck. It's just going to use a couple cards. But these cards are actually going to tell me a lot about your future, sir. It's going to tell me a lot about you as an individual. So what we're going to do is, because these cards are the cards of destiny, you're going to have to give me a number of destiny between 1 and 7. 3, great choice, sir. Great choice. What we're going to do, what you would do here, actually, if you were part of my domicile, unfortunately, I seem to be barren of any attention. What you would do is you would take 3 cards from the top to the bottom, one at a time, sir, turning over the last one. In this case, that would be 1, 2, and 3. You could have been a young, rich chap. The diamonds, of course, represents money. A jack would be a younger person. You could have been like one of those hip hop artists from SoundCloud, making those beats and making that dough, you know what I'm saying? Making all that money. But that's not you. That's not you. Let's do this again. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. You could have been a handsome woman. You could have been a lovely woman. Of course, hearts representing love, and queen being a queen. You could have had one. You could have had one of these, but instead you chose the number 3, sir. So let's do this again. 1, 2, 3. In this case, we have a jack of hearts. Jack of hearts. Jack off the hearts. You would have been a younger chap, and maybe you would have had the love of the Queen of Hearts, but instead you chose the number 3, sir. So let's do this again. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Jack of spades. Spades represents strength, and a younger person having strength, of which you are not, because you are a magician. Let's do this again. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. A king of diamonds. That's a sugar daddy. It's an older man. It's a man of status with money. You could have been a man of status with money, but instead you chose to be a plebeian, a bitch. Let's do this again. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Right over here, sir. The king of clubs. Clubs represents work, and a king is obviously a king. We was kings, and you are not. So that's the card you could have chosen. Let's do this one last time. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. I want you to notice, sir, all the remaining cards are face up. Your number was truly the number of destiny, and we're left on 1 card and 1 card alone, the card that best represents you as an individual. That's right, a joker. A lame joker. You could have been one of these. You could have been part of the king's courts. You could have been a lovely, wonderful, handsome woman, but instead you're relegated to a cheap knockoff of a Cardamundi joker on a B-back ripoff. That's you. This is why your mom doesn't love you. This is why your dad left you at an early age, and the last time you saw him was in elementary school, where they were filling out the paperwork to be divorced. Take a little bit of a knee here. Really feel like one of those baseball players, you know what I'm saying? With all the movements going on. This is a self-working trick, a little bit of a hot self-working trick. It works itself with any number between 1 and 7. I would say between 1 and 7, because you can't do it with 7. You can't do it with 7. You need to do it between 1 and 7. So if the spectator says 7, you say, listen, all right, I didn't come all the way here to show you a card trick for you to do and tell me a number that doesn't work with the fucking self-working trick. All right, buddy? So between 1 and 7, or whatever pattern point best represents you in your particular country. So all you need is 7 cards. 6 of which are barren and boring, and 1 of which represents the spectator. You could write a little bit of a message here if you want. I couldn't find Sharpies because the Sharpies are in a Sharpie box that I couldn't find. So I just said, hey, a Joker would be funny. Calling the spectator a Joker would be funny, right? That's humorous. I totally haven't lost it, right? So you have a Joker, and then a lot of cards that are the same. In this case, the quartz. And you can have fun with this, but this is entirely self-working. So let's go and show you how to do that. First things first, you're gonna need to have the Joker on the bottom of the stack. So you could keep it on the bottom and mix the deck just like this by doing a little bit of a milk shuffle. This reminds you of when you used to suck on your nan's teeth. This is what is best referred to as the milk shuffle. So I'm just using my fingers to press on that Joker as I shuffle the cards on top. And you're gonna have the spectator name any number between 1 and 7. As I mentioned earlier, they can't say 7, so they could do this up to 6. I would recommend not using 6 because it's a very lengthy process. You're going through and you're gonna do that essentially 6 times. You're gonna count 6 cards 6 times. That's a lot. So if they say 6, you might wanna say something like bitch. So all you're gonna do is move whatever number of cards they say one at a time from the top to the bottom. And all you're gonna make sure is that you're gonna reverse the card that lands at that number. So you're not gonna count, for example, let's say the number's 3. You're not gonna go 1, 2, and 3 and then turn over the card. That would be stupid. You wanna turn over the card that's at 3. In this case, it's gonna be a court card. Then it's very important that you take this card and move it to the bottom and count that as well. So that would actually be the 3rd one. Now it's very important that you do that, and it's very easy to get lost, especially when you're doing the repetitive action of this particular self-working trick. So you wanna make sure that you are correct whenever you place the card back. That's happened to me when I was first learning this and it wouldn't work. And then I realized, oh wait, it's because I'm not counting the 3rd card. So in this case, it would be 1, 2, 3, show that card, and then that card goes in the bottom face up, eliminated. So you're gonna repeat this until you go through the entire packet. In this case, that would be 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna show off these cards. These cards could have messages on them if you like. If you want, you could say like, you will be successful, you know, on all these cards. And then on the Joker card, it's just a message saying you are barren or you are sterile or something like that. And all you have to do is really just repeat the procedure here. Just repeat the procedure. If you're comfortable with having a spectator do this, you could definitely have a spectator do this. But what I like about this is that, again, it requires no work whatsoever. All you need in terms of work is just providing the instructions to be clear in the beginning. And what's going to happen is that each and every single number, no matter what, is always going to turn to a face down card. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, and we're still at a face down card here. Now we're going to have one left if you haven't noticed. And that last one, when we count, is going to be the Joker. But at this point, you could draw attention to the fact that all the remaining cards are face up, and these are all potential selections that they could have had. So these are all selections that they could have been. They could have been successful and rich and a woman, but instead they chose one card here at the end, the Joker. They're a Joker because they're a waste of space. So it's a nice little bit of a self-working trick from back in the day. I'm pretty sure that's as old as the hills. I could imagine cave people doing this with, I don't know, leaves with blood of their victims. So it's just a hot little trick, a hot little trick. Why not rely on some self-working tricks every once in a while? They don't have to be knuckle-busting tricks that you have to, you know, do pinky moves that would make Himmler proud, right? So rely on self-working tricks every once in a while, and you're going to be rewarded with some fun. But that's it. That's the video, really. I did put a little bit of a thing on Instagram, PigCake69, right there. So you could follow me right there, PigCake69 on Instagram. I post some hot stuff, and I asked a query if you wanted to be in my video. That's what I posted here. So I thought, why not read some of the queries that I got. Now, the thing about the PigCake community is that they think they're humorous. They think they're quite funny. So for example, if I post something like, hey guys, why don't you ask me a question that's potentially going to be in a video? People will respond, no. You're a cunt. Of course, I got responses like, no, don't put me in the video, by William Sal. you're a cunt. But then I get other things like, can you teach comedy on the channel? You think I could teach my skills? Huh? You think that I could just pass off this inherited skill that I have through the medium of video? It's impossible, all right? Comedy is genetic, it's heretic, it's something you inherit from your ancestors. So if you're not funny, you're not gonna be funny, all right? It's like gay. What is love according to you? I would say it's somebody that tolerates you, right? I feel like love is tolerance. AMS Magician says, what's worse, coin purses or coin purse frame? I think they're both equally detestable. I've gotten some flack from coin magicians, mostly humorous, about purse frames and coin purses. But here's the thing, as humorous as you might be, you're still taking out a coin purse. First of all, it's not 1920s, all right? I can't just buy a black. First of all, it's not the 1920s, all right? You can't just take out a coin purse and expect people not to question you. They always say first impressions are key. And imagine the impression you get if I take out a leather coin purse from my pocket. It's atrocious. So I think they're both equally detestable. You know, I gotta say, I'm really ashamed of the magic community that I've breathed forth on Instagram and YouTube. I thought you guys were capable of more potential humor, of more strong comedy, but instead you're relegated to, I don't know, just copying my jokes and copying my humor. Be original, all right? Be better.
Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
Let's do like Michelle Obama and Oprah, all right? Be better. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys do all the things that people do when it comes to videos. I'm gonna go and figure out different ways as to cover a door that leads to nowhere.